Hey guys, just a quick video on the ankle. So anyone that's suffering with, say, ankle impingement or tightness through the ankle, or maybe rolled ankle, previously, and suffering with an old injury or anything like that. So just give you a quick understanding on how to fix it, and we can do this pretty simply just through some regular maintenance. Now, all the tendons and ligaments that run up through towards the knee, everything from here attaches down through to the base of the foot, which is called the fascia. Now, I'll try and work this the best I can with the camera, is from here, really kind of like, say, behind my big toe, just here. This is the main pressure point area that we have here, and there's one just down here towards the base of the heel. So from here, right, these major pressure points are going to be a key area in what we need to sort out and fix. Now between here, this is why it's so tender as well, because this is all like that fascia, that soft tissue. And this is where those ligaments attach. Now on the inside of our ankle, now the main tendons then wrap up through here, past the ankle bone, and then come up all the way up here through the sheath, okay, between your calf and your tibia. So, and it does the same on the other side of the ankle as well. So around the ankle bone, these major tendons come up around the ankle bone, and then they run all the way up and around there, okay? So from here, okay, what we need to do is just need to assess, and you can start doing little tests on, on your ankle. So knowing from here, like where it is, and then being able to drive that knee, I'll try and get it right, being able to get that knee and be able to get it so towards over the front of the toe. Now that's without the heel lifting, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so that being able to drive forward and back forward. Now you can practice that through, like, say, from the squat, if you're sitting in the squat position from here, and practicing like driving that knee over and being able to get that over, so you can be using from here on to hang onto a pole and then rocking and slowly loosening up those tendons and ligaments. Okay, so getting to it. Now, a golf ball may be too hard to start with, so you may use a stress ball. Give me 1 second. So with a stress ball, all right, so that's just what I mean, like a down ball, stress ball. These are really good on shoulders if you're not using it on your shoulder already. Now you might use this to start with, right? That might be enough depending on what's going on. So golf ball I'll use today. What happens is that we start from here nice and easy. So you'll be standing up, obviously. So if I was standing up, I'll just be here. Find that trouble area, that pressure point that I pointed out before. And once you find it, which is right there, just slowly massaging it. Now, don't go driving all your body weight on it. So you probably want to have something that you're hanging on to try and offset some body weight. And then from here, rolling on towards that heel, and just nice and easy, just rolling around, and start massaging, those two major pressure points, and start loosening up, through that foot. All right, that's going to make a big difference, because it's like going to the power point. It's like going to the power point and then flicking the power point off, and then just going, yeah, power's turned off. It doesn't work like that. You got to go to the power board and actually turn the mains off, and then it's like, right, power's off. And that's what we're doing now, is that we're actually going to the key source of that pressure point and trying to get it to relax, so that way all the tendons and ligaments start turning off more. Now, once you've done that, now I would only be doing that. It's really aggressive, so I can't stress you enough about just take it really, really fucking gentle, all right? And then slowly build up, okay? Otherwise, you're gonna do some serious damage, and just because there's so much going on through the bottom of your foot. And I wouldn't be doing it more than, like, say, 2 to 3 times a week max. All right, now you probably should, maybe you could work on, trying to drop down the inflammation. You could ice it afterwards to try and drop it down, because it's going to be forcing a lot of blood flow through it. And over the next day, you might be a little bit different, because your foot's probably used to being just way out of whack for so long as well, okay? That's a side note. Now, this is my favorite part. Now, this ball here, all right, is just a hard lacrosse ball, right? It's pretty hard sort of thing. Now, what I like about it is it's just a rubber ball, right? And it's hard. Now, this is where more regular maintenance is going to come into play. And I'll just try and angle myself here. Now, I was saying before about, like, say, the ankle bone, is from here you want to start with the ball, and then from here rolling around. This is not really working on the camera. Okay, so I'll do it this way. All right, is if I was sitting down, I'm rolling around, all right, the ankle bone, rolling around here and rolling back up say about sock line, you know, just above sock line, right, into that sheath that I said earlier. Rolling around. And now, these are where those ligaments are going around, right? They horseshoe around. So you're just repeating that circuit. Now, what I want you to do, though, like sitting down, is then so your foot really relaxes. And then you'll just be rolling around like this. Now, you're going to find probably it's like going to be pretty junky, maybe through the front end on the R1. Is that tendon there's your Achilles and R1. So you probably find you might be a little bit junky through here. But all you're going to do is you're going to start massaging that out. You're going to start really loosening it up, rolling around. So if I was sitting on the ground, all right, I'd be sitting down and I'd just be here and I'd just be rolling through, rolling around, rolling around, rolling around. Now, once you've done that, you want to flip over and do the same on the other side. So then you go from here and then rolling around. So on the same foot, you're rolling around. So you do whatever you do on one side, you do the same on the other side of your ankle, right? And repeat the process. One side is going to be tighter than the other, and hard to tell and hard to say which side's going to be worse than the other. It's just part of maintenance. You're going to do it, and then you can flip that foot over and do the same on the other side. And then from here, you know, you can be massaging up that sheath and working up your leg and rolling up. And that's what's good about this ball too, being rubber. It really sticks to your skin. Now, if you were to use, like, say, a golf ball, just because it's more of, you know, like a hard, smooth, shiny surface, it just doesn't stick to your skin. It just slips off. So that's why I like using like the lacrosse ball. And being hard too, if you use something that's soft, it just doesn't dig in as much, right? It sounds a bit saddest, but if it doesn't work as good as using like a hard ball, because when you're really trying to push in and around, it's kind of just too soft and it absorbs the impact, where this has just got no give, pretty much. And it's like, yeah, you really want to be massaging and ironing that shit out. So guys, if you've got any ankle dramas or anything like that going on, or tight ankles, I guarantee that everyone's got tight ankles, because ankles are the biggest issue towards like knees and hip dramas. And if you want to improve, like, you know, just like whatever it is, just way your life, squats and anything like that, really start putting some love into your ankles, and you watch, you know, your quality of everything will start improving heaps, because that ankle bone really needs, well, when you squat or when you bend, it actually slides forward over on the foot plate. But if all those ligaments around the ankle, like if everything around here, right, is restricted, that when you go to bend and flex forward, so if you go to bend and flex forward, like this actually slides, like this actual bone actually slides forward and is meant to slide forward over on that foot plate. And if this is all tight, it can't do that. So everything else has to start compensating for it. So I can't stress you enough, put some love into it. If you've got any injuries, start putting some love into that. Start massaging, working on it a few times a week. Don't flog yourself out. You know, just be doing like, say, you know, 30 seconds to a minute one side, same on the other side. Only a couple of times a week on here, and just give it a time, you know, like try and, you know, give it the next few weeks to a month, and you watch, you know, problems fixed.